Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रीला गुरुदेव की जय। All glories to all the assembled devotees here. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. This is Chinmayi Vrajapriya Devi Dasi from Charlotte, welcoming all of you to the mid-morning Japa session. I thank all of you for attending this session, and please forgive me for interrupting your chanting. Let us move on to our next session today, which is Sri Caitanya Bhagavata class. And before starting the class, may I know who all have joined today so that I can welcome you?
Hare Krishna, Chinmayi Vrajapriya Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Santa Ramya from Sharjah.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Gurudev. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Jai Srila Prabhupada. This is Preeti Vilasini Devidasi from Atlanta. Thank you, Mataji, for your warm welcome.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Vilasini Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Gurudev. Thank you, Mataji, and welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. HG Sukhakara Krishna from Chennai. Thank you for allowing me to come to join Bhakti Sangha group. All glories to all the Bhakti Sangha devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sukhakara Prabhuji. Welcome to the call. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Gurudev. Thank you, Prabhuji. And eagerly waiting to hear from you. I'll hand over the call to you in a few minutes.
Hare Krishna, Chinmayi Vrajapriya Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from Texas College Station.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Gurudev. Welcome to the call, Mataji, and thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Go ahead, Radhe. Please forgive me.
Oh, sorry,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Kirtida Sundari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Gurudev. Welcome to the call, Mataji, and thank you for your association.
Hare Krishna, Chinmayi Mataji. Dandavat Pranam to you and Dandavat Pranam to all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Gurudev. Please welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I didn't get your name. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Gurudev. Welcome to the call, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Chinmayi Vrajapriya Mataji. Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Guru Maharaj. This is Shamaguri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shamaguri Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Gurudev. Welcome to the call, and thank you for your association, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Chinmayi Vrajapriya Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj and all the devotees. This is Kaumudiki Dasi from Baltimore. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Kaumudiki Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Gurudev. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your association. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Let me first read the quote for today by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. The quote for today is, God is also an individual person as you are individual person. I am individual person. But the difference between God and you and me is this, that you know your business. I know my business, but God knows everyone's business. That is the difference. This was quoted by His Divine Grace at Melbourne on April 3rd, 1972. So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we are very fortunate to hear from His Grace Sukhakara Krishna Prabhuji. And thank you, Prabhuji, so much for accepting our invitation and giving a class on Caitanya Bhagavat. And today Prabhuji is going to talk on Caitanya Bhagavat, 17th chapter, verses 80 to 97. So eagerly waiting to hear from you, Prabhu, with all your realizations. Please take over the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, all Prabhus and Matajis. Dandavat Pranam. I'm thanking you, first of all, Preeti Vilas Mataji, who called me yesterday and gave me the opportunity, because I like Bhakti Sangha very much from the core of my heart, because all of you are doing such wonderful devotional service that anyone gets attracted, allured, intoxicated in this Bhakti Sangha. And each one of you are really, I see you are from the spiritual world, either from Goloka or somewhere, some Manjaris or Gopis. All Matajis are doing so wonderful. Each one, ek se badkar ek, and all are doing selflessly, and all are doing without any envy, any greed, any nothing. All are good qualities they have got. So I'm learning a lot by being with you. So today I've been given the chance to serve Guru and Gauranga for the pleasure of all the devotees there. Adi Khanda, this Caitanya Bhagavat, 1.17, 17th chapter, from 80th verse to 97th verse. So I was just thinking I will sing a song of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because today we are going to have the Gaur Leela, and that too Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to take initiation, and he's going to feed his Guru Master, Guru Maharaj, Ishwar Puri. So I'm going to sing Dhule Dhule Gora Chan Hari Gunagai, because this is the Gauranga Mahaprabhu in Vrindavan. Dhule Dhule Gora Chan Hari Gunagai, Dhule Dhule Gora Chan Hari Gunagai. Ashiya Vrindavane, Ashiya Vrindavane, Nache Gaura Rai, Dhule Dhule Gora Chan Hari Gunagai. Vrindavanir Tarur Lata, Preme Koi Hari Katha, Vrindavanir Tarur Lata, Preme Koi Hari Katha. Nikunjer Paki Duli, Nikunjer Paki Duli, Hari Nam Sunai, Dule Dule Gora Chan, Hari Gunagai. Gaura Bole Hari Hari, Sari Bole Hari Hari, Gaura Bole Hari Hari, Sari Bole Hari Hari. Mukhe Mukhe Shuka Sari, Mukhe Mukhe Shuka Sari, Hari Nam Gai, Dule Dule Gora Chan, Hari Gunagai. Hari Naam Matta Hoi, Hari Na Ashiche De, Hari Naam Matta Hoi, Hari Na Ashiche De. Mayure Mayuri Preme, Mayure Mayuri Preme, Nachiya Kelai, Dule Dule झूले गोरा चांद हरि गुण गाय प्राणी हरि ध्यानी हरि हरि बोल बदन भोरी प्राणी हरि ध्यानी हरि हरि बोल बदन भोरी हरि नाम गे हरि नाम गे रसे गल जाय झूले झूले गोरा चांद हरि गुण गाय आचिया যমুনার কুলে নাচে হরি হরি বলে आशिया যমুনার কুলে नाचे हरि हरि बोले যমুনা उठोले से যমুনা उठोले से चरण दोआय झूले झूले गोरा चांद हरि गुण गाय हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरि हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 नाम संकीर्तन की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ऑल गुरु महाराज की जय निताय गौर चेतनाथ प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल all goodies that we do Hare Krishna all goodies as we do Hare all goodies to Bhakti Sangha Jin Hare Krishna all goodies to Prabhupada all goodies to Guru Maharaj ki jai. So this song always Loknath Maharaj sings and I like this song because the meaning of the song is I just read out just once for everybody. The moon like Lord Gaura Chandra arrives in Vrindavan while dancing, swaying to and fro and singing the glories of Lord Hari. The creepers adorning the trees of Vrindavan are overwhelmed with ecstatic love and they are speaking about the glories of Lord Hari. Flocks of birds who live in the groves are singing the name of Lord Hari. Lord Gaura says, Hari Hari. A female parrot responds, Hari Hari. And then all the male and female parrots start singing a loud chorus of the name of Hari. Becoming intoxicated by the holy name, the deer come forward from out of the forest. The peacocks and the peahens are dancing and frolicking in ecstatic love. Lord Hari is in his heart. Lord Hari is in his meditation. And he always chants the name of Hari with his voice. Gaura Chanda is intoxicated by ecstatic mellows and rolls around on the ground while singing and singing Harinam. Arriving on the bank of Yamuna river, he dances wildly while chanting Hari Hari. Mother Yamuna becomes so ecstatic that she arises and comes forward to wash Lord Gauranga's feet. Gaura Chandra ki jai. Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Is my voice audible for everybody? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much, man. So we are reading from the 17th chapter of the Caitanya Bhagavata, first Adi khanda. So the chapter's title is The Lord's Travel to Gaya. So if you see this, the recap, Mahaprabhu has left his Mayapur Navadvip and he has finished his father's death ceremony and the Shraddha, and after that he had desire to go to Gaya. So in between he's meeting his Guru Maharaj, and then the whole thing will be what all the ecstatic feeling of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and what is the ecstatic feeling of Ishwarpuri. Ishwarpuri knows that he is Lord. So those are all that being reflected, and it will end up, Mahaprabhu will be looking for initiations, and then actually Ishwar Prabhu will say that I am ready to give my life for you. You are asking for Hari Nam. So, but Mahaprabhu is just showing that however God or anything, but he has come as a devotee. That's why he is showing all these things. So we'll take one by one, verse by verse. तोबे महाप्रभु का पाख शाने शुद्धाया रंधना को रीते प्रभु बाशिले नागिया. This is 17.80, 1.17.80. Translation, Srila Prabhupada. After he took some rest, the Lord then sat down to cook. Mahaprabhu is cooking. Now 81st verse. Randhana sampurna hoile hai nai samaya ailena Shri Ishwara Puri Mahashaya. Translation: as soon as the Lord finished cooking, Shri Ishwara Puri arrived there. Actually, Mahaprabhu was just cooking for himself, but his Guru Maharaj has just arrived, just suddenly, as a surprise. So now we will see how Mahaprabhu is reflecting on that. Okay, Mahaprabhu knows he's Lord Krishna, he knows everything, but he is acting as if he is his disciple. 1.17.82. Prema yoge Krishna nama bolite bolite ailena Prabhu stane dulite dulite. Translation: Ishwar Puri's head was rolling back and forth in ecstatic love as he arrived there by chanting the names of Krishna. See why he was having ecstatic feeling? Because he is chanting in front of the Supreme Godhead, Govinda, who has become now Gauranga. How Govinda has become Gauranga, if you can just see, Srila Prabhupada has told, Govinda you take G-O, and Radharani you take R-A. So it becomes Gora. And when you are doing Govinda and Radharani Sang, they're together. So Go-Ra-Ang. The Sang became Goranga. G-O-R-A, and that A becomes common, and N-G-A. G-O-R-A-N-G-A. Goranga. Goranga, Goranga, Goranga. That's how the Gauranga name has come. 82nd verse. 82nd is over. 83rd verse. Randhana Aidiya Prabhu Parama Sambrane Namaskari Tane Vachiline Asane. The Lord immediately left the kitchen and after respectfully offered obeisances, he seated Ishwara Puri comfortably. So here also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing us that how a disciple should treat his Guru Maharaj. He gave him asana, he made him to sit. Now he's going to offer him the bhojan, the prasadam. Actually, this was the mistake which Indradumna Maharaj made. That's why he had to become an elephant. Because his Guru Maharaj had come and he just didn't offer him as he just said, wait, I'm just doing some puja arti. So he was waiting, and he's half an hour, 1 hour, Guru Maharaj is waiting. So then you get aparad, Guru aparad, then you have to become an elephant. So many years you have to suffer in the water, then he had to fight with the crocodile for 1,000 years. Then by Krishna's mercy, he remembered the previous life. He could chant the names of Narayana, and then Pahi Pahi Magan he called and came in the Garuda and had saved him. But strong, important point is Gajendra's prayers, if you tell every day, it's very, very wonderful. 8th canto, 2nd chapter, 1st chapter, from 2nd verse to 24th verse. These verses are good because the elephant has somehow remembered, this 15th chapter, 15th of Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya Chaham Ridhi Sannivishta Matta Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha. So Jnanam Apohanam. So the Jnanam, Supreme Lord Krishna had given the elephant to remember, and he was able to give the Sanskrit verses. How can an elephant chant a Sanskrit verse? So this shows the previous life and the current life, transfer of buddhi. Now, 83rd verse is over. 84th. Hashiya bolena puri suna pandita bhalai samaye hoilana upanita. Ishwarpuri smiled and said, listen, O Pandita, I see I have come at the right time. So the Guru Maharaj is happy that he has come exactly when the Bhojana is ready. The 85th verse. Prabhu bole jobe hoila bhagyare udaya ei anna bhiksha aji karo mahashaya. The Lord, Supreme Lord replied, it will be my good fortune if you accept your meal here today. Mahaprabhu is requesting Ishwarpuri, Guru Maharaj, that if you can kindly honor your prasadam, you will be very, very fortunate. Mahaprabhu. That here is the bhava is that Supreme Lord loves his devotees so much that he becomes a servant. So here the reflection is Mahaprabhu want to serve. Mahaprabhu want to cook and give him. Now, '86. Hashiya bolena puri tumi dipai be Prabhu bole ami anna randibana ebe. Translation. Ishwarapuri smiled and said, then what will you eat? The Lord replied, I will cook again. See the spontaneous reply. See, Ishwarapuri also is showing that how the Guru Maharaj also should be concerned about his disciple. He didn't just come and eat and go away. No? He just said, what about you? So Mahaprabhu says, you have it. I will again cook. We'll see what's going to happen next. 1.17.87. Puri bole ki korya kori be ara paka anna achiya taha kore dvi bhaga. Divide it. Ishwarpuri then said, translation, what is the need for cooking again? Divide whatever you have in two portions. Such a wonderful Guru. He's telling, whatever you have done for you, we eat together. Share. Now what Mahaprabhu says, 88th verse. Hashiya bolena Prabhu jodi anna chao e anna hoiche taha tumi shabo ashaho. The Lord smiled and said, if you really want to please me, then eat whatever I have cooked. See, the Supreme Lord is asking that if you want to please me, then you should eat whatever I have cooked. 89th verse. Tilardhe ke ara anna randi bana amina koro sankocha kichu bhiksha koro ami. I will cook again within a moment. You take our meat without hesitation. You take our meal without hesitation. Mahaprabhu again is insisting that you don't worry. You eat your meal and I will just cook in a moment. Now here we will know how it is being cooked in a moment. Actually, this Supreme Lord, he can just think and the meal may come. But since his Guru Maharaj is waiting, so you cannot do that. So you are going to find now, as soon as Mahaprabhu is being insisted to eat, so immediately Lakshmi Devi comes, Rama Devi, and she will be cooking and bringing it for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. Because we know, no, then the Brahma Samhita first verse, Chinta Mani Prakara Sadma Sukalpa Friksha Laksha Vriteshu Surabhira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasrata Sasambrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Laksha Vriteshu Surabhira Vipalayantam. There are lakhs and lakhs of Lakshmi Devis waiting, queuing to serve the Supreme Lord. give me massage, and all are sitting next to the lotus feet, and in the so what we can see is the material world. We are all running behind one Lakshmi, because Om Lakshmi Mata Maya, Om Lakshmi Mata, Gadi do, motor do, ghar do, eso paisa do. We are asking and begging. Actually, there is no need to ask, because Narayan is our father and Lakshmi Devi is our mother. So we don't have to go and ask our mother, give me food, will you give me lunch, will you give me dinner? Everything will be served, because we are their children. But we have forgotten that we are the children. Actually, you don't have to ask anything to Krishna, anything to Mahaprabhu. Actually, when Mahaprabhu was with Shiva's Thakur, Mahaprabhu just, because they are doing every night the Sankirtan from 10 o'clock till midnight, whole night. And actually they are in the spiritual body, so they don't feel hungry, they don't feel sleepy. Whole night Sankirtan. And Mahaprabhu only calls only the audience who are all well matured, the spiritual level. Otherwise, they will not be able to understand. So once when Brahmana was, who was a very, very envious Brahmana, so Mahaprabhu said, don't invite him. So he got annoyed and he cursed that I curse you that you'll have to leave the bondage of the Lakshmi at home and you'll have to go to the forest and become a mendicant. And Mahaprabhu said, I wanted that. I didn't want to be in a family life. I want to become a sannyasi and preach. I want to deliver. So this was one pastime which happened. Another pastime, when Shiva's Thakur was doing, he's a big family, his brothers and joint family. And every night going on, so Mahaprabhu just asked Shiva's Pandit, who was his elder, Shiva's Pandit's elder, that I just want to know that how you are able to run so many people, family members are there, you've got so many expenses, monthly expense and bigger expense, capital expenses. So he said, Mahaprabhu, I got full faith in you and Krishna. So I know if I don't get anything, I just go and clap near Yamuna 3 times. Tap, tap, tap. If I don't get in 3 days' time, these 3 claps for 3 days. If I go in 3 days' time, I will just give up my life to Yamuna. Then he said, okay, leave the big one. What about the day-to-day? You have the roti kapada makan. How you are able to get money? You have to earn money too. He said the same formula. I am just chanting. I am doing all the duties, spiritual duties. That's all. The moment we have no rice, no dal, anything, I tell my family members that I am going to go to Yamuna and I'm going to ask Krishna, I want everything. 3 claps. In 3 claps, in 3 days, if I don't get, I tell whole family, let us all go to Yamuna and just give up our life. Mahaprabhu said, you have got so much faith in the holy name. And then Mahaprabhu embraced. He said that you have always Lakshmi with you because you are so much surrendered to Narayan. So Mahaprabhu just blessed him that Lakshmi Devi may become penniless. She may become without money, but you will always have money. This is the blessing he got. And the same thing happened recently. Prabhupada's sannyas guru, I think, what the name? Pragya Maharaj, Swami. Keshav Pragya Maharaj. Thank you very much, Mataji. So, actually, when Gaudiya Math, after Bhaktivedanta Maharaj disappeared, they all started fighting. I want this house, that house. Thank you, Bandhari. Thank you, V.S. Narayan Prabhu. So, they all were fighting each other. And so, Bhaktivedanta Maharaj already told Srila Prabhupada before itself, you don't be in this crowd. You make your own things. I will support you. So, that's why ISKCON was separately done. So, the day Maharaj disappeared, they're all fighting for the room, for the food. They're just like greedy people, they're fighting. So Prabhupada's sannyas guru, he left. He just said, I want only my dhoti. I don't want anything. I don't want a bag also. I'm going. So he stayed in a small place and he was just residing there. and he has one servant also. So one day another Maharaj wanted to come and have prasadam in the place of this Maharaj. So his disciple told, what will you do? There is nothing. Don't worry, I will chant. So evening dinner, the other Maharaj has to come to his place. There's nothing in their house, no anna, nothing, completely blank. And through Bhiksha only Maharaj is eating something, not eating water, somehow is living. So from morning 10 o'clock to evening 5 o'clock, he was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He was continuously chanting with full faith. What happened? 5:30, the disciple is asking, what will you do? There nothing is there. He said, Krishna will give. Exactly at 6 o'clock, there was a knock at the door. So Maharaj told, go and see what has happened. He could see one crow has come with a bag. And he said, see what is in the bag. When he brought the bag inside, it was full of gold coins. So people may not believe, but this has happened. So he had Rakshisheti Vishwaso, the full faith that Krishna will give. Krishna gave. So with some gold coins, he exchanged and got some rice and everything. He cooked nicely. And balance he kept for service of Krishna. So it happens, it's there. But only thing we should have complete surrender. That doesn't mean that we have to just sit at home and not doing work. No, not that. Because if you have become a sannyasi, you've got no other means. In case of Srivas Thakur, Srivas Pandit, he was a spiritual body and full faith. That's why he did. Otherwise, people may hear and say, oh, now I'll just chant and sit at home. Not that. You have to do that. When Krishna himself, Lord Krishna also did work because he wanted to show that everybody has to keep themselves busy. But this is just to have faith in the holy name. The holy name can give material, spiritual, everything. One Mataji in Bombay, she was having third degree cancer. There was another Mataji who is a disciple of Radhanath Maharaj, who was living in a chawl. A chawl means, I don't know what you call in English. Chawl means some joint, so many houses, one room, and her husband died. Only 10,000 rupees she was getting. So she went and asked Radhanath Maharaj that, I know that the holy name can give. So if I chant, will I get more money to run my family? He said, yes, you have full faith in him. So she started chanting 16 rounds, nothing happened. She went to 32 rounds. After 6 months, nothing has happened. She told Guru Maharaj, nothing has happened. You keep chanting. Then she said, I will ready to do 64, but I must definitely get some response. When she made 64 rounds, the salary from 10 it became 30,000. So she said, Maharaj, I got. Then she was running for 6 months. She got another job for 1 lakh. So 10 times increase. So she said, I'm very, very faithful and I'm very, very thankful. Then she told, I will do 128 rounds. Will I get more? Not greedy, she wanted. And with 128 rounds in 2 years, she got 2 houses. One house she had got given for rent, one she was staying. She was saying, oh, again, Guru Maharaj, by doing this, Krishna will give me. So I get whatever I wanted. But now, even if I don't get anything, if I stop also, I am chanting because I want to chant. That she should not lose the taste of chanting. I'll come back on this because in Kali Yuga, the Nama Mahima is very important for everyone. So we finished up to 89. Now 90th. Tobe Prabhu Apnara Anna Tanvediya Anna Randi Teshe Gela Harana Hara Hoya. The Lord then gave his meal to Ishwarapuri, happily went to cook for himself. Actually, he has come to cook for himself, but Ramadevi will take charge. Lakshmi Devi. 82nd, 91 verse. Hena kripa prabhure ishwara puri prati puriro nahika Krishna chada ana anyamati. Ishwar Puri's mind never deviated from the lotus feet of Krishna. Therefore, the Lord bestowed such mercy on him. Ishwar Puri is not Krishna's complete surrender. The lotus feet was remembering. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed such mercy on him. That's why he got the mercy. That's why Krishna himself is serving as Gaura Sundara. 92nd verse. Shri haste apne prabhu kore parivesana parananda sukhe puri kore na bhojana. Actually, for the 82nd verse, there was one extra thing other than translation I had not written. So in that one, Ishwar Puri's head was rolling back and forth in ecstatic love as he arrived in the chanting. So in that extra line is, while chanting the holy names of Krishna, Ishwar Puripada was overwhelmed with love of God and unable to control his balance as he came before Sri Gaura Sundara. At that time, the Lord was engaged in cooking. So with chanting only he came, and since he was coming nearer to Gaura Sundara, the ecstasy increased. So now, 891. Hena kripa prabhure ishwara prati puriro nahika Krishna chada anyama. This is a finished. Ishwar Puri's mind never deviated from the lotus feet of Krishna. Therefore, the Lord bestowed such mercy on him. 92. Shri haste apane prabhu kore pariveshana parananda sukhe puri kore na bhojana. The Lord served Ishwar Puri with his own hands, and Ishwar Puri thus ate in great ecstasy. Such a lucky thing that Mahaprabhu was serving. 93rd verse. Sheshane Rama Devi ati alakshite Prabhurani mita anna randila tvarite. Translation. At the time, Rama Devi, the goddess of fortune, quickly cooked for the Lord while remaining unseen by all. Only Mahaprabhu could see. There is actually a commentary by Bhakti Siddha Satsi Thakur. This Gauriya Bhashya, and so this is the commentary. Remaining out of sight of materially conditioned living entities, Sri Mahalakshmi Devi, who is the dearmost maid servant of Gaura Narayana, immediately cooked nectarian foodstuffs for her beloved husband. 94. Tabe Prabhu agetane bhiksha karaya apane bhojana puri laharshahaya. Then after the Lord first fed Ishwar Puri, he happily ate himself. Mahaprabhu, first he saw his Guru Maharaj has finished his prasada honoring, then only he started eating. This is the etiquette of a Vaishnava. 95. Ishwara Puriya Sange Prabhu Rabhajana Ihara Shravane Mile Krishna Premadana. One who hears about the Lord taking his meal with Ishwar Puri will achieve the wealth of love of Krishna. See, Premadana. So this is the immediate benefit for people who are listening, who are reading, who are talking, everything, they will get this benefit. One who hears about the Lord taking his meal with Ishwar Puri will achieve the wealth of love of Krishna. Premadana. Bolo kero premo dano harinama sankirtano ratina janmilo kano ta. So Premadhan is, we are all going to chant better from today because we heard this past time. 1.17.95. Tobe Prabhu Ishwara Purina Sarva Ange Apane Shri Haste Lipina Divya Gandhe. Oh, he's putting Chandan. Translation: the Lord with his own hands then smeared sandalwood paste on the body of Ishwarapuri. Now we'll read the Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur's Gaudiya Bhashya commentary. The Jagat Guru Lord set the ideal example of serving spiritual master by personally smearing the body of Ishwarapuri Pada with sandalwood pulp as a menial disciple. So this is the etiquette, this is the duty of a disciple. As a menial servant, you must smear it on the body of Ishwara, on the Guru Maharaj. While serving the spiritual master, who is a manifestation of the Supreme Lord, Gaura Hari taught everyone that the best ingredients of the world should never be used for one's own sense gratification. Rather, they should be utilized only for the service of Hari, Gaura Hari, Guru and Vaishnava. So, this we know, if you see the Guru Ashtaka, Samsara Dava, when you go, Sakshadhari Tvena Samasta Shastre Yuktastatha Bhavyata Yivasadi Kintu Prabhoya Priyeva Tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. When Guru comes for a disciple, Sakshad Haritvena, all the Shastras are telling, Samasta Shastra, as good as Hari. And if you see the last verse, Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasado, Yasya Aprasada Nagati Kutopi, Dhyayam Stuam Tasya Yasya Sri Sandhyam, Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasado. Krishna is telling, only if you honor your Guru Maharaj, Bhagavat Prasado, then only Bhagavan will be happy. Yasya Aprasada. If you are not satisfied your Guru Maharaj, and if you go and serve your Krishna, Yasya Aprasada Nagati. No, but the door will be closed. Krishna will not allow you. So Mahaprabhu reflected that how he dealt with Ishwarapuri, how he smeared the complete thing on him. Because one is his Guru and one is his very good devotee. If a devotee is good, Krishna becomes Bhakta Vatsala, that he becomes the servant of the Bhakta. That's why he doesn't give pure devotee service fast. Unless you are completely fixed up, he won't give. Because once he gives you pure devotee service, the Lord becomes the servant. So ideal example of serving the spiritual master by personally smearing the body of Ishwarapuri Pada with sandalwood pulp as a menial disciple, while serving the spiritual master, who is a manifestation of the Supreme Lord, Gaura Hari taught everyone that the best ingredients of the world should never be used for one's own sense gratification. Rather, they should be utilized only for the service of Hari, Guru and Vaishnava. So this is the thing, that we should not use the very, very costly thing for our sense gratification. We should give it for Guru. So this is a good reflection. And then the 97, the last words. Yata Prita Ishwarera Ishwara Purira Tanavarmi Bhari Konjana Sakti Dhari. Who has the ability to describe the Lord's love for Sri Ishwarapuri? Commentary by Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Gaudiya Bhashya. The word Ishwarera refers to the Supreme Lord, Sri Gaura Sundara, Shachinandan Gaura Hari. Because there are two Ishwarapuris and the Ishwarera. That's why they put that Ishwarera means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, what we are understanding is, who has the ability to describe the Lord's love for Sri Ishwarapuri? So this shows the love of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for his spiritual master. In the following verses, you will be finding that he will be happy, he will be approaching for initiation, and then Ishwapuri will be telling that I can give my life for initiation. Then they will explain what are the different initiation, first initiation, second initiation, third initiation. By initiation, what happens? What is the level of your consciousness? How it is going to clean your mind? How is it going to clean your intelligence? False ego becomes real ego. All things are happening in the initiation. Then initiation, the vows, all those are very nicely explained. You will find it very fantastic. Now I'm not going into those verses because that is for the next person is going to take the class. So now I will just give some realization from what we have learned today. So what we can understand that we are very, very fortunate that we have come to this world just 500 years after Mahaprabhu has appeared in India, Bharatavarsha, in Navadvip, in West Bengal. And he has, actually Mahaprabhu, he has shown that the appearance which happened 500 years back, this was predicted in Satyuga, in Treta Yuga, in Dwapar Yuga, and in Kali Yuga he appeared. And each time the reflection was coming, like Prahlad Maharaj in the 7th canto, in one of the verses, there is the golden avatar is coming. But what Mahaprabhu didn't want anyone to tell in advance, broadcast, because Mahaprabhu is coming as his servant. He's not coming as, he never told I am Krishna. He came as a servant. I forgot to inform one point. We were telling that Guru is equal to God. So Srila Prabhupada says, the Shastra says, Sakshat Dharitvena Samasta Shastra. But if any Guru tells that I am God, then Prabhupada says he's dog. The Guru should never say that I am equal to God. It is for the disciple to reach God, Yasya Prasada, Bhagavad Prasada. Only through Guru you cannot knock the door directly. But the Guru will always say, I am the servant of the servant of the servant. The Guru is the Uttam Adhikari. So he will think he is a servant of everyone. That's why they are in a very humble mood. When they meet the new devotees, they don't show off and all. They just humbly say, our Guru Maharaj, whenever we had so many Bangladesh devotees used to come when I was in Dubai, Sharjah and all. So one of the new devotee had come and asked, Apni ki kore bhakta holen? So our Guru Maharaj was quite hale and healthy. It was in 1993. Arekbar bolo. He said, tell me once more. No, apni ki kore bhakta holen? He asked, how did he become a devotee? Then our Guru Maharaj, Japtaksha Maharaj says, Ami bhakto na baba, ami ekhono bhakta hoyni, ami chesta korchi bhakta hobar jonne. He told me, a devotee. No. I have not become a devotee. I'm still trying to become a devotee. At that time, he has already initiated some 20,000, 30,000 devotees at that time in 1993. So this is to show that you should never be proud and puffed up. The devotees, even if their guru also, if some guru says, I am God, then he is not really guru at all. So the proudness should never come. Prabhupada always says that I am nothing. Everything my Guru Maharaj has told, I am doing. Because he is only guiding, his blessing. With his blessing, I am writing. So this is the mood of any guru, whether they are intelligent, very qualified, unqualified. So in this way, while bestowing mercy, we should be very, very careful that we should not. So actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came as Gauranga, how it happened? Actually, the Krishna appearance, it went for 125 years. Krishna came till 11 years, he was in Mathura. He was in Vrindavan. He was appeared in Mathura, but he went to Vrindavan. On the request, his father took him, and there for 11 years he was pleasure. He was just giving pleasure for the father, mother, for the friends, for the gopas, for the gopis, and for the everything. All he killed so many demons. Ras Leela, all thing happened, and then at the age of 11, actually, if you find Ram and Krishna is first. He want to give pleasure, and then you think about duty. So Bhagavad Gita was spoken later, but in case of Ram, it is Maryada Purush. He was only talking about no preaching. He was only practically showed how a son should be with father, how a son should be with mother, how a disciple should be with guru, how a Raja should be with the prajas, how you should be with a friend. He showed with everybody. All the Shravana, Kirtana, all the Navavidha Bhakti, you can see everyone is matching. If you see the Shravana, it was Valmiki, and if you see the Kirtana is Valmiki, and Shravana is Hanuman, and Smarana is Sita Devi, like that. You got all the. I'm not going to go on that. So Lord Krishna, he finished off at the age of 11. Akrura came because Narada Muni reminded that what happened. Your duty is to come and finish off Kamsa, and you have to take out father and mother from the Karagraha. Then you have to also save Ugrasena. He was also jailed by his son Kamsa. So he came, and within 1 or 2 days, Mustika, Chanura, everybody was finished. And then he established, and then there was fight with Jarasandha and all, because he's the father-in-law of Kamsa. So Krishna also very trickily played 17 times. He had fought, and he didn't kill Jarasandha because Jarasandha had all those Dantavakra and Shishupal. So he used to bring all the enemies and fight. So each time Krishna and Balaram will kill all the people, but spare Jarasandha. So he had all the big team, Gunda team. So like that 70 times he left, and 18 times he thought that now I will just run a chode, I will go away. And he made a place in Dwaraka. There he took all the Mathura people, and he didn't want, because each time Jarasandha attacks, Krishna was worried about Vrajavasis. If by chance the war goes there and they come and they die, so he didn't want. That's why he said, let them call me Ranchod. He went to Dwaraka, and a beautiful Vishwakarma made a very beautiful city, and he stayed there. 108 wives. Then he came to help Pandavas. Then the Mahabharata war was won. At the time it was 100 years old. So Srimati Radharani was promised when he was 11 years old. 89 years, nothing. So Radharani came and told Krishna that I'm very happy that you are married 16,108 wives. So I don't have to worry about, they are all taking care of you. But you have forgotten about the gopis. They are so much in separation. They left the whole family for you, and you didn't come back. You have forgotten. He said, I never forgot. Go and ask Rukmini and Satyabhama. Rukmini and Satyabhama said that night, you'll say, Radha, 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 Radha. Who is Radha? You'll say, he's in Vrindavan. So he has never forgotten. But Radharani told that one mistake, you told in Bhagavad Gita, Ye yathama pravridde tam sateva bhajamyam. That means whatever you do, I will reciprocate. But he told the gopis, with the gopis, you are loving me so much you are serving selflessly. I cannot reciprocate. I'm sorry. Whatever I promised in Bhagavad Gita, I failed. So for that, Radharani told that now you did not understand the feeling of a devotee, separation from God, from Supreme Lord yourself. So you should become a devotee, come to the material world, and you should know the pain of separation from Krishna. He said, game done. And then he said, I will not go alone, you come. That's why Radharani also came. They gave to them. So Govinda and Radharani, Gora, Anga, Gauranga. So one is, Krishna himself wanted to see what is the prema. He never knew what is the prema, what is the devotee's mind. And Radharani also told that a punishment. So both came together, they came down, and Gauranga Mahaprabhu is wonderful. You'll see that he has manifested All the avatar is in him. When Prahlad Maharaj wrote about him, but Krishna told not to tell. And in Satyuga also, Brahma reflected, he told not to tell. Then Treta Yuga, when Ramachandra Bhagavan was there, again, one of the rishis, he reflected, he told not to tell. And then in Dwapar Yuga also, so many people came, but every time Mahaprabhu said, don't tell, because then the purpose will be lost. If they know that he is the Supreme Lord, then he won't be able to preach. They will say God has come, they will start worshipping. So he wanted to live as a disciple, and then so he was in all mission. If you see, every avatar has been reflected by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because like Buddha, he showed that Buddham Charanam Kachami, Dharmam Charanam Kachami. So he didn't kill, and Buddha didn't kill, and Mahaprabhu never killed. He only killed the asuras inside our body, the Ravana, Kumbhakarna, in the morning, evening, and all. And like Ramachandra Bhagavan, he made the bridge. Ramachandra Bhagavan made the bridge from India to Sri Lanka, but Krishna made, Mahaprabhu made the bridge between Bhuloka and Goloka on the boat. And then Parashurama killed so many Kshatriyas, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no blood, but tears. By giving Krishna Prem, ecstasy, so much tears fell down. That is reflected. Then the sweat and tears are compared to the blood. And Krishna and Balram, Mahaprabhu, he showed that no killing of human being. Krishna and Balram killed so many Rakshasas, but Mahaprabhu never killed, he only saved. And Kalki Avatar is going to come at the end of the Kali Yuga, but in the beginning of the Kali Yuga, Krishna has come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to show that we can save all the people in the Kali Yuga to become devotees. And Vamana 3 steps. Narsimha, he showed, Gaura Narsimha. He when Chand Kazi stopped his Mahamantra chanting and all, so in the night, he told, in the night he came, and next day morning when he went to Chand Kazi's house, Chand Kazi was very afraid. He said, can you come? He said, I want to talk separately. He said, I will talk only publicly, no private. So he said, what happened? No, yesterday night I stopped, I broke the mridanga. In the night, one lion came and then touched my heart and told that if you do anything, I will tear your heart. And he said, that lion and your face is looking same. Because that is Gaura Narsimha. He said, I only came in the night. See how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is compared to Narsimha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the lion is having big hairs, and the same way Mahaprabhu also having big hairs. And lion is also golden color, and Mahaprabhu also is golden color. And the lion is also having broad chest and sleek waist. Same thing Mahaprabhu also had. So he showed Narsimha himself as Narsimha in Srivas Thakur's house also. One day they were doing some kirtan and Narsimha came and he became Narsimha. Then he said, call all your people, I want to show. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than is Krishna only. But different from Krishna is, Krishna gave everybody liberation, but Mahaprabhu gave Krishna Prem of the highest order, mellow of Madhurya Ras. Other avatars, Krishna also, mostly it is Sakya Ras, Dasya Ras, Vatsalya Ras, but of the highest order, Mahaprabhu only gave the ripened fruit. So we can see that Mahaprabhu, in the Kali Yuga, we should only concentrate only on Mahaprabhu, nothing else. Just think of Gaura, 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 Gaura. And if you, actually Mahaprabhu showed one more thing. Krishna, the effulgence from his body is becoming impersonal Brahma Jyoti. But in case of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, since it is from the golden body, the impersonal Brahma Jyoti also is golden Jyoti. And the difference is, Brahma Jyoti can give only the mukti, liberation. But Gaura Sundara's effulgence will give Krishna Prem. It will give Madhurya Ras. So Mahaprabhu also reflected that Brahma Jyoti Actually, if you think of Brahma Jyoti, what we should think is, if the Brahma Jyoti is so powerful, how it is coming? Because of the effulgence from the body, it is falling at the feet and it is touching the toenail of the lotus feet. From there, the reflection is showing as Brahma Jyoti. So, if this is so effulgent, then how will be Mahaprabhu? How much the shine? So, like that, Mahaprabhu has showed reflections everywhere and all the avatars. And you can see now how to get the Supreme Lord, how to get Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If you see the nectar devotions, and if you see that two things will never get you Mahaprabhu and Krishna. That is to run hither and thither for satisfying tongue, eating without offering, to satisfy one's lust by using tongue. These two things, if you do, Krishna will never come, Mahaprabhu will never come. So the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and nectar of instruction, nectar of devotion. If a person is too lusty, it is very difficult to get Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lust is the biggest enemy for all in the life. When taste in Harinam comes, Krishna becomes the servant. So once the taste in chanting comes, Krishna is waiting to become the servant. So chanting has to be given importance, because that can only save all of us. And for chanting to become perfect, what one has to do is, we have to do sense control, intelligence purification, false ego to real ego, and mind control. For sense control, only Krishna can do the sense control. If you eat only Krishna prasadam, you should never eat non-prasadam, and you should never criticize anybody. These two things, if you practice, we can surely come out of the sense control. Eating only Krishna prasadam, the tongue. The one tongue is for eating only prasadam, other tongue is don't use it for complaining about anybody. No complaints. Complain, criticize, all these things should be stopped. For intelligence purification, you have to read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Bhakti Sangha. Every day attend the Bhagavatam class in the afternoon and the evening, Srimad Chaitanya Bhagavata, all those things. If you regularly attend, write, and the Shastra and Swadhyay, if you do, intelligence will get purified. By getting Krishna Katha, it will clean. And when sense control is done, when intelligence is purified, the third thing is mind control. Mind control can be done only by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. First you have to chant and fully listen. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The tongue, what is doing, it is for pleasing Krishna. And the listening we are doing, that is for pleasing Srimati Radharani. So when you properly chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When you chant, pronounce properly, the important thing is that Hare Hare should be done properly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So the first Hare, the second Hare Hare, this all out of 16, there are 8 Hares. That means Srimati Radharani is 8. And 4 are Krishna and 4 are Ram, means Radhika Raman. Radha Raman Mero, Radha Raman Mero. So if you are taking care of the Hare properly, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, then give some gap. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When you do Hare Hare properly, Krishna comes running. The moment you tell Ra, Krishna is telling, who is telling my Radharani's name? And the moment you say Dha properly, Krishna comes and embraces you. So if you just take care of the Hare properly, automatically the Krishna and Rama will come properly. And if you are pronouncing properly and listening properly, then from the mouth, the Krishna, the Mahamantra goes, and it is touching Srimati Radharani, listening properly. When Radha and Krishna are going inside the Havan Kund, then automatically it goes inside that Mahaprabhu. So Gaurang, it has become Gaurang, and Gaurang goes and touches the heart. So cleaning of heart and cleaning of mind, both things happens. So for mind control, you have to chant attentively. You have to awareness. Awareness means we should know why we are chanting. We are chanting to serve the Supreme Lord. We are going and crying to Srimati Radharani that I should get the service for Krishna, I should get the service for Radharani, I should do the service. So then some service will come. But if somebody says, can you make some 1 kilo kheer? No, Mataji, it's difficult for me. Then the chance is lost. Any service you should say no, never say no. Yesterday, Preeti Vilasni Mataji called me around 8 o'clock Indian time, and she was telling, Prabhu, tomorrow is a good opportunity. About 18 verses are there. So I was so happy because every day we are chanting to get some seva. So that seva should never be rejected. Because seva comes, Krishna knows we will do or not do, Krishna knows we will accept it, but we should never reject seva. So, like that, we should know awareness, we should know why we are doing. Then once we think of that, then the goal is to Antakale Chamameva, to listen at the time of death. Then the going back home, back to God, that cleaning of our inner things. So all things will fall in place. The third one is attentive, awareness, absorbed. Absorption is when you are chanting, you're not knowing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. No WhatsApp, no telephone calls, nothing. You should not know where you are, oblivious. That will make the mind control properly. And once the sense control, intelligence cleaning, and mind control, false ego becomes real ego. Jiva Swarupa Krishna. But now how the false ego will go? You have to humbly serve everyone, whether devotee or not, you have to humbly serve and serve selflessly. You have to serve everybody. So the hospital is purifying the body, but the temple is purifying the mind, the soul. So we should know the importance of temple. Now, what we'll do, there are 4 important points we should do as a devotee. We have to maintain a good devotional life. 4 things are important. We have to live without pretending. There should be no duplicity. There should be no double game. It should be straight and simple. Suppose somebody comes at 9 o'clock. Hare Krishna Prabhu. So we open the door. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Mataji, baithiye. But inside you are telling, they ask for food, what should I do? It should not be like that. If they ask also, say, I got only this, rice is there, the dal is there, have it. We should not have double game. So live without pretending. This is the first point a devotee should know. Second point, hear without defending. If some fault comes, we should be able to accept, yes, I've done a mistake. Please excuse me. Krishna is looking for honesty. Speak without offending. We should not shout. We should do calmly, nicely. And the fourth one is love without expecting, selflessly. So these are the 4 basic principles which can make a devotee a proper devotee. Without this, the devotee is not correct. When Srila Prabhupada was in London, and one devotee, he said, I want to really check whether your Guru Maharaj is correct or not. So 1 week he was going with Prabhupada, just being Maskar, talking here, there. After 1 week, he said, yes, this Maharaj is really a proper Maharaj. He said, how? The Malkrishna Maharaj asked, how? He said, I went when he was giving class. I went when he was at home. I went when he was in the public. I went when he was private. When I went when he was alone chanting also. He said, in all times I found, he's never trying to impress himself upon anybody. So we always want to tell, I'm a chartered accountant, I'm a cost accountant, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer, I'm serving for Britannia Biscuit. We want to show up. So Prabhupada never sold him anywhere. He was only trying to help the devotee. He was doing only Jivadaya. So this is the inner life of a devotee. These 4 points: live without pretending, hear without defending, speak without offending, love without expecting. If we follow these 4 things, then we will be in track. Now, to pass this test, there is another important thing. There are 4 mistakes comes in everybody's life. Imperfect senses, getting illusion, will make mistake, and the 4th one is cheating. Now, imperfect senses we cannot help because we are born with our prarabdha karma, we are born with the past habits, we are born with the swabhava, we are born with the genes, we are born with the past life memory. So all these things will work on the imperfect senses. But okay, after devotional life, we try to control and constructively do it and do the service with the senses for Savai Bana Krishna Padara Vindayor Vacham Vaikunta Gunan Varnane. Like Ambrish Maharaj, we can put all our senses all in the service of the Lord, then nothing will do mistake. But we are not perfect devotees. So imperfect senses is there. And when imperfect senses are there, getting illusion is also shared because the 3 modes of material nature is there. So the Maya will come. So that will join. That will make it to make mistake. See, you are doing wrong, but you are doing it. Then the 4th one, if somebody is asking, you want to cover. No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. So this cheating is in our hand. We may get imperfect senses. We may fall into illusion. We will make mistake because error is human. But cheating is in our hand. So the honesty comes in place. Unless we are honest, Krishna won't accept. Krishna says, you can make mistake, I have no problem. Weakness also Krishna accepts. Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj said, weakness is not a problem, but cheating is a problem. We should have the dil that, yes, I did the mistake, yes. Then Krishna will be happy. So in devotional life also, we want to have a good name. We want to do something chupke and nobody should see. If somebody sees, no, I didn't do it. He's telling lies. Arey, Chitragupta is named Gupta Chitra. Everything is spotlighted, CCTV is there. And Krishna is the CCTV, is the Paramatma. He knows us from so many lives. 80 lakh as animals and plants, and then 4 lakh as human beings. So he knows everything. So we cannot cheat. Krishna is the biggest cheater if we cheat. So we have to develop honesty and we have to develop the humility. So humility, we start when you come to this Krishna consciousness. We try to become humble, but ultimately for perfection, you should be really we should be able to give all respect to others and never expect anything. This is very difficult, easy to preach, difficult to practice. But imbibe, we should consciously try to do that. So honesty is the most important. Without honesty, purity is lost. Without humility, you become false ego. Sensitivity. We should never give any wrong words. Priyam Vakya, Satyam Vakya. Because small things will touch. The word will never go for after 20 years. They'll say, Aapne bola na, this word used to me, no. So we should be very, very careful in the sensitivity. And the last one is purity. Purity is force. So, like this, there are so many things to discuss. And, I was given time only till 9:30. Mataji, can I take 10 minutes more? Preeti Vilasi Mataji.
Sure, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. So, what I could find out is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has done a wonderful thing. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he went with all the manjaris. All the 6 Goswamis are manjaris. And the manjaris are totally different from the gopis. The gopis, Radha and Krishna, they treat them like friends. They will joke, cut a joke, but they will never abuse. But with the manjaris, even if Radharani beats them, they take it correctly. Though they are in the closest circle. So the manjaris, they can go inside Srimati Radharani Krishna. Privately also they are allowed because they have the super serving mentality and they are real servant. So Mahaprabhu came and made like Gopal Bhatta Goswami. He became a super top 6 Goswamis. He was there. And so Mahaprabhu has done so many things. In Kali Yuga, we must be fully dependent on Sachinandan Gaura Hari, because Mahaprabhu is called Golden Lion. This Gaura Nasima. And Krishna's effulgence can give liberation, mukti, but effulgence from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can give Krishna Prem. And how he gave effulgence, Krishna, Mahaprabhu came and glanced that look that gave golden light. Then Mahaprabhu, through Sankirtan, singing Harinam, effulgence was given, and through Kirtan dancing, effulgence was shared. And finally, Mahaprabhu, if still they are not accepting, he will come and embrace. How Prataprudra, he was avoiding as an aristocratic king, but when Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam, that when he sang, Mahaprabhu became ecstatic and he just embraced him. So Mahaprabhu is giving effulgence, that effulgence is equivalent to Madhurya Prem, the top level. So if you see Srimad Bhagavatam 12th canto, 12th chapter, 58th verse, already it is indicated. Tadaiva Ramyam Ruchinam Navam Navam Tadaiva Shashvat Manaso Mahotsavam Tadaiva Shoka Nava Shoshanam Nirnam Yat Uttama Sloka Yashoya Dhyana. So, by hearing Bhagavatam Harikatha, Ramyam Ruchinam, that means it is nectarian, it is very tasty and always ever fresh. We should never say, I heard of Putana, I know. You should never say. If you listen even 28 times, 38 times, you should listen. Once Janani was Prabhu and Pankajagi Prabhu were in Kolkata, in Mayapur. So I had gone and there was Chinese lecture going on, Chinese. So they were sitting in the front row and nodding their heads. I said, Ni hao, chao chao hao. I spoke to them in Chinese. He said, we don't know Chinese. I said, then why are you sitting? He said, Srila Prabhupada has told, any language, whether it is Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, Kannada, Marathi, Gujarati, Chinese, Italian, Mexican, Bhagavatam means you should sit because Atma can understand. So we are sitting. Prabhupada just told we are sitting. So like that, there was one Radhanath Maharaj disciple was giving a class in Chopati temple. And Radhanath Maharaj's godbrother, he didn't attend the class. He was just doing some work behind. And after the class was over, he came running and said, Prabhu, I'm sorry I didn't attend your class. So this disciple told that, you are my Guru Maharaj's godbrother, no? So you know this Putana story, no? So you don't have, you know everything, you don't have to sit. He said, had I known the Putana story properly, I was sad. Because Navam, each time you listen, you'll get some new reflection. Each time you read Bhagavad Gita, you get new meaning. So he said, I had not listened properly. That's why I didn't sit. So this point is very important. We should never get familiarity. Oh, Srila Prabhupada used to tell Tamal Krishna Maharaj, read the Tanavata. And he said, do the Chanuka Mustika, Tanura Mustika. And he'd say, hit him more. Krishna hit him, like that he'll say. Then he said, you know, no, Prabhupada, why are you telling like that? No, each time I'm listening, I'm getting new reflection, I'm getting new feeling. Same thing happened to Parishit Maharaj and Sukadev Goswami. When Putana came to give milk with poison, at that time, Sukadev Goswami was telling Putana has just come and Mother Yashoda has given and she's going to feed the milk. So Parishit Maharaj is son of Abhimanyu, grandson of Arjuna, Pandavas, and he was already seeing Krishna in the womb of Uttara. He's such an exalted devotee, he knows all this story. So when Sukadeva Goswami is telling, I'm so scared. No, Putana, the poison should not go and Krishna, nothing should happen to Krishna. And Sukadeva Goswami said, don't worry, you keep praying, nothing will happen. Both of them knows everything. Why are they talking like that? So we tell, no, I know Putana kitna baar suna hai. Thank you, I know. I say, bolega na, you will never get the Krishna's touch. Krishna will never touch. And there is some good devotee, new devotee, we should think, ye acha nahi lecture karta, maine baithega. I say, bolega na, then Bhagavan is watching everything. You just think, what he's talking, I know better than him, no? I don't know to attend this class. One day, Radhanath Maharaj was listening to the lecture of Radhesham Prabhu. And Radhesham Prabhu was giving lecture for 45 minutes. And Radhanath Maharaj, he was standing behind the pillar and just listening, nicely enjoying. And suddenly Radhesham Prabhu saw that Guru Maharaj, he just came running. He said, Guru Maharaj, I just Maryada Pratikrama, how I was talking and you were listening, I'm so sad. So Guru Maharaj said, it's good. I really like that my disciple is giving such a good lecture. And one day in the Chopati ashram, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, actually, Radhanath Maharaj said, whenever the bachelors are having prasadam, brahmacharis, somebody should go and give lecture, just talk, and also loudly. So one day, Radhanath Maharaj was coming and there was a big sound. Gauranga Prabhu is giving lecture, and went inside and saw nobody is there. Only one person was sitting in the corner, very loudly telling, "You are told no that Narada will come, everybody will come." So then he embraced him. He said, "You have become my guru." He said, "If you tell like this, I will leave my body. You cannot tell that you are my guru." Prabhupada also tell, they are all sent by my Guru Maharaj, they are like my guru. So these are all the reflections showed that how a guru should, treat his disciples. So we should be prepared to listen and hear the same katha again and again with enthusiasm. Just for each time we listen, we clean the process of our heart and mind. So, and the self-realization become easy. So we must be ready to listen as many number of times. So by repeated hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam stories will make heart butter from hard and dry heart to white butter. I know Krishna will come and steal. When Krishna comes to steal the butter from the heart named butter, he gets stuck up because he's Tribhanga. Then he gets stuck up then like Vilomagal Thakur, that you have stolen everybody's butter and Radharani's dress and this and that and the sins also you stolen. Now I am putting in the Karagraha, you are inside. So Krishna is very happy to go inside where there's nice butter, he will be there. He said, you cannot come out. No, you're also Tribhanga and my heart is also very small. So like that, Vilomagal Thakur wrote. So Krishna is very happy when Krishna goes, Krishna is full of effulgence. So automatically all the andhakar, everything will go off in go. So each time will only. But Gauranga Mahaprabhu gave Bhakti Mukti at the ripened most stage of the Prema, and it goes even higher and highest love of Gopi he gave. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Braja Prem, highest Prem. All Krishna was giving Shantaras, Dasaras, Sakiras, Vasaras, but Mahaprabhu gave Madhurya. That's why he became Gaudiya Sampradaya head. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can give which no other incarnation of Krishna can give. It is the most cherished fruit, Madhurya Ras, and it is to give the experience of becoming a maid servant of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna in the Manjari Bhava. So the Manjaris are just 12-year-old, they are maid servants, and they go humbly serve so intimately with Sri Sri Radharani and Krishna. And Manjari form is the most merciful gift of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So whoever worship Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you really go close, you can get Manjari Bhav. But everybody has got a special, whatever their original form, Guru will reveal the last life. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet also called Tirthas Padam. Mahaprabhu is carrying all the Tirtha. So, and Mahaprabhu is also carrying all the pure devotees sitting in his lotus feet. So Tirtha, Tirthanti Kurvani. So the sadhutva is there and Tirthas are there. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's feet is very important. Even Krishna's feet, lotus feet, last time we discussed. So Ekas Chaitanya Chandra can only give Manjari Bhava. And Radha Krishna Jugal Ashtaka, hence able to give Manjari Bhava in Kali Yuga. And Nasimha Avatar, Kurma Avatar, Buddha Avatar, everything he manifested. Parshurama Avatar, Balram Avatar, Krishna Avatar, and Kalki Avatar. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the highest level and never received from any earlier avatar. Sri Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur was telling that in this lofty Kali Yuga, atheistic population, few are God conscious, few are personalistic approach, few are worshipping Vishnu, very few are worshipping Krishna, very few are worshipping Radha and Krishna, Vrindavana, and very few are worshipping about Satchinandan Gaurahari. To offer Manjari or Sahachari Bhav, Manjari Bhav. So we have to actually propagate the name of Gauranga Mahaprabhu for the Kali Yuga, the 10,000 years. That can only save, because they are also little lenient. We are very fortunate that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared just 500 years and now in the Manjari Bhava. So Mahaprabhu, the Bhagavad Gita says that Dukhalayam Ashashvatam, but Prabhupada says this is Sukhalayam, Purna Sukhalayam. So whenever you are having, always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Your hand of Krishna is there. Purna Sukha, there is no worry. Krishna told Dukhalayam because people are not remembering God, they are only in Mitra. That's why it is Dukhalayam. And Ashashvatam because we died. That's why it's not Shashvat. So for this, Savai Pumsan Paro Durmo Adho Bhakti Adhokshaja. Ahaituki Apratiyata. Adhokshaja do Ahaitu without any expectations and Apratiyata. Do this, so that Adbhut Mandir will be made, and it is being made, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur also predicted, and Mahaprabhu is also Pranatapada. That is, he liberates whoever bows down. Gopinath Patnaik got, though he was done offense, but he, in the mind, he fell at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relieved him. And same thing, Amog Leela Prabhu also, because his father-in-law was good, because of him, he got saved. So, if you closer to Mahaprabhu, if you serve them, Mahaprabhu will. Nama Sankirtana make it Sarva Papa Pranashtam, Samano Dukha Shamanam, Tam Namami Hari Param. So, two things. You have to do Sankirtan, you have to do chanting properly, more and more, 24/7. And Tam Namami, we should pay obeisance to Krishna and the Mahaprabhu. So, between speaker and audience, who is important? It's not the speaker, it is the audience. If the audience had not come, then I cannot speak. But the speaker, if I had not come, Preeti Vilas Mataji will tell somebody else to take the class. So, audience are more important than the speaker. And Ayur Hardi Vampum Sam also is telling that every day we are going nearer to the death. But for a devotee, since he is having Krishna in hand, he is not worried. Every year he is thinking, oh, now Krishna is coming closer. Now Krishna will take me back to Godhead. That's why we should become a devotee. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur was never afraid of death at all. He told, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he planned life after death. He told, I will become Janma Nebo Vishwabhanupure. Vishwabhanupure Janma Noibo Yavat Bibhave Koribo. He told, I am going to take birth in Vishwabhanupura, that is Barsana Dham, and in Yavat I will get married with a Gopa, and I will go to Srimati Radharani, and I will serve her, and she has got a Virah bomb because Krishna has not come, so I will go and spend time with her. Like that, Kulashekara said, no fear of death. As Krishna is going to come, hold our hand. He told, what I did today, will you remember when I died? Like that he asked. So Radhanath Maharaj also said that we have faced death many times, but we are forgetting Krishna at the time of death. So non-devotees are discussing so much, 1,000 non-KC topics, but no Krishna topics. And they are doing R&D of elasticity of matter. They are doing R&D of cockroach. How much foolish. So we are all standing under the umbrella of Uttama Sloka Vartaya only due to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And there was one question whether 11th canto gives us liberation, whether the 10th canto gives us shelter of Krishna, which is important. So Prabhupada Satchi told that 11th canto is important because they get liberation, get out of this world. And 10th canto is shelter of Krishna. So first we have to read 11th canto. 11th canto 5.33, bowing down to Mahapurusha, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to give us liberation and going back to God. So he was called Mahapurusha. So Prahlad also has seen, and Ramachandra Bhagwan's Guru also saw Mahaprabhu. This golden avatar has been coming for so many yugas, but it comes only once in the day of Brahma after Krishna avatar. The other avatars are all Gaura Narayan. So we have to serve Krishna, and we always serve Krishna, get some material things, to get some protection free from security, but we must ask Krishna Prem and Krishna himself. Manosho deho geho jo kichu more arpilu tu apode nando kishore. In that song, it is clearly everything is give your mind, give your body, give your family, everything surrender to Krishna. All my difficulties will disappear by choosing your lotus feet. Slay me or protect me, but never leave me. I want to be with you. If you want me to be born again, I want in a devotee's house. If you want to be born in a worm, I should become a worm and remember you. I should be a worm inside your flower. I want the company of devotee with no material desires. My father, mother, son, preceptor, Lord, husband, everything you. Bhakti Thakur says, please hear me, my Lord, Radha and Krishna, I am your servant. So thank you. I think I've been going so much time now. I went almost half an hour more. Sorry, Mataji. Thank you very much. But Caitanya Bhagavata is so great that I wanted to just reflect on Mahaprabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for such a detailed, elaborate class. You touched so many topics. I really like the point where you said the Lord Krishna's bodily effulgence can just give impersonal liberation, whereas Gauranga Mahaprabhu's bodily effulgence will give prema. So,
Madhuri.
yes, Prabhu, and really love today's class. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please go ahead with your realizations or questions if you have any.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for a beautiful session. And the way you covered the 11th canto, 5th chapter, verse number 32, that was also so nicely. And what I like is how you started your class with Dulai Dulai Gaura Chandra. That's one of my favorite songs, and thank you for singing so nicely. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your blessing.
Thank you for coming on the call. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranams.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for coming on the call. And it was really a wonderful class. It was really a very wonderful class, Prabhuji. I liked.
Mataji, I can never forget it because you only connected me to. So you are my Vartaman Pradesh Guru as far as Bhakti Sangha is concerned. So I'm indebted to you.
Please, don't use those words for me. I'm nothing in front of all the senior devotees who are all in Bhakti Sangha, and you are very much senior as well. So the class about the class, it was really very nice, and you covered all the topics. So as usual, the chanting part, which I like the most. So you are the one who attracted me to do the chanting very intensely. So for which I am trying till now. So I don't know when it will improve. So just pray for me and bless me to improve my chanting. And thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for a nectarian class. I really got the a clear picture of what to do and what not to do to attract the mercy of Lord Gauranga. You mentioned 2 points: control of the tongue and the control of the speech. So that is my takeaway from this class, and you touched upon many other aspects. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Wonderful class as usual. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for coming.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for the And thank you, Prabhuji, for the excellent and elaborate and very, very informative class, Prabhuji. And the way you told how to chant and not, we cannot forget, Prabhuji. Dandat Pranam, Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam. Thank you, Prabhuji.
ரொம்ப நன்றி மாதாஜி, ரொம்ப நன்றி.
Thank you, thank you. Tamil தெரியுமாங்க சார் பிரபுஜி?
தமிழ் தான், சென்னை தானே, சென்னை.
அப்படிங்களா? சந்தோஷம் தான், சந்தோஷம். Thank you, பிரபுஜி.
வணக்கம்.
Hare Krishna, Sukhakara Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. What a wonderful class, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. I love the way you even recite the Bengali verses in Caitanya Bhagavata. And it was a very nectarian section of how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was feeding his Guru Maharaj, and how we should also make sure that we perfectly welcome and respect our Guru Vargas. Thank you. Such a wonderful session, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for giving me a chance in Bhakti Sangha. I am so much indebted to all of you, getting a chance to serve all the devotees for the pleasure of Guru and Varanda. So I am very indebted to all of you in Bhakti Sangha.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have one question. Like you were saying that we have to use our tongue to chant and to eat Krishna Prasad. Only Krishna Prasad, right? So, but sometimes what happens is we are intending to eat outside when we are going with family. So, in that case, what to do, Prabhuji?
It's an emergency, going somewhere, then you're not at home. Then normally we eat idli and chutney, but in chutney also now they're putting onion, garlic, and all they're putting. Yeah. So I eat with idli and sugar. As far as possible, we can avoid.
I avoid that, but sorry, Prabhuji, sorry to interrupt. I just avoid those chutneys also, but still, when if I order pongal, I will eat only the pongal without the chutney, sambar, anything. But still, there is something that, okay, I'm eating outside. Something is going inside my mind. But still the mind says it's okay. So that mind is playing the tricky game. So what to do, Prabhuji?
So now what happens is, emergency case, you go out and eat fruits and all, okay. But our tendency is, even if at home something is there, when you go, you feel like drinking something, some juice and all. So that is, the tongue is so much attracted. And then you say Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. So wherever it's possible to, I also sometimes go and eat. Sometimes when I go out, I can always come home and eat, but the tongue is used to. And just say Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. Sri Vishnu is done only emergency, when there nothing is there. You are going, you got stuck up, there is the room key is lost, nothing is there. Then you can, otherwise, we should avoid as much as possible to offer and eat. And use our tongue not to do anything wrong, because if you give a wrong spell, one is for chanting, one is for not misusing the tongue for wrong purpose.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Vinita Gandharika Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Such a beautiful class. Very detailedly explained. All the verses covered very nicely, Prabhu. Thank you so much for your association. Hare Krishna.
I am thankful to all of you, because of you, all I am here. Anita Mataji brought me, and you, and Vinita Gandharika Mataji. So I am very thankful that I am getting a chance to serve all of you for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Sukhakara Krishna Prabhu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for such a wonderful class. Class was so good. It was ecstatic. And it was so uplifting to hear from you. Your enthusiasm was affecting everybody here. So thank you so much for this very wonderful class. It's a great fortune to be hearing from you today, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. I took so extra time. Please excuse me that I took more time. But I feel happy to be with the Bhakti Sangha. I feel so happy.
Thank you for your blessings, Prabhu, to each one of us.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila.
Oh, Shamagwari Mataji, captain of Bhakti Sangha.
No, Prabhuji. Very beautiful class, Prabhuji, and very nice singing, very nice, bhajan you chose to sing. It was really good. Thank you so much. You are so enthusiastic, even though late in the night now, but still you are giving class. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. I really feel happy that it's a big family. For me, Bhakti Sangha is my family always. Though I was missing so many classes, I was outside. But I really feel addicted to come to Bhakti Sangha, afternoon and evening. So my thanks to all of you for giving me a chance.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandat Pranam.
Hello, Pranam.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the beautiful class. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you very much, Mataji.
Oh,
Thanks
that's
a lot.
Ayan. Prabhuji, that's Ayan.
Ayan Shah.
Krishna,
Nobody is coming. I don't know why people don't, when they talk, why don't they come on video? I don't know who is talking, which Mataji talking. That is very wrong, actually. At least while talking, they should come on the video. No, why people are misusing? We are not impersonal. We are personalists. So all of us should come. While in the class also, everybody should open, but nobody open. All are closed. And in the end, I don't know to whom I'm speaking. I'm just talking something, no sound. And I was wondering, while in the question also, why people are not coming. Because I don't know which Mataji is talking. I don't know. But Anita Mataji, I know the sound. I know Shama Gauri Mataji, Vinita Mataji. But other Mataji, I know who is talking. So I made some wrong comment. Thank you for giving me a chance. I don't know which was Priti Mataji or which one I was not knowing. So I always request everybody should come on the video at least while asking question. It is not correct to just keep it close. I answer why Mataji may be scared to come, but why you didn't come on the screen? You also same habit. Adat se majboor. Adat se majboor. Yes. You got the habit.
I'm so sorry.
No, you are a good boy. I like you so much.
Yeah, he's very good boy, Prabhuji. He's so much means inspiration for everybody. He's so young.
Yeah, he's in class 10 and he's coming in all the class. I like him so much. Yeah. I love him so much.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I told he's my son. আমি ওর সঙ্গে বাংলাতে কথা বলে খুব ভালো লাগে আয়েন শাহ দারুন you are going to become like Prabhupada one day.
It's all your blessings, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you. Very nice class.
Hare Krishna, Kaumudiki Mataji, Dandat Pranam. अभी सब लोग का शक्ल दिख रहा है इतने तक तो there was nobody सब बंद था complete. Mataji has come, the captain of the ship, Bhakti Sangha Japa Priti Vilas Mataji. Your class on the Ram Katha was so wonderful. I'm hearing 2-3 times.
Thanks for your association. Thank you for the very wonderful class today.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the opportunity. And I hope I not misuse the time. I took half an hour more. So please excuse me for extra timing. But I really love your Sangha. East or West, Bhakti Sangha is the best.
Yeah, it's everybody's Sangha. Everybody present here. They are Sangha.
Thanks to make me a family member of Bhakti Sangha.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya. Can we close it, Mataji?
Thank you, Prabhuji, for such a deep, wonderful class.
Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripasindhubhyaya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Anantapati Vaishnavendra ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Bhakti Sangha. Bhakti Sangha
Krishna Prabhu ki jai,
Guru Maharaj ki jai, sab Matajiyon ki jai.
Jai.
Mataji and Shama Gauri Mataji, Anita Mataji, all, I don't know all the names. Supriya Mataji, Kaumudiki Mataji, Vinita Mataji, Raj Prabhu, not come today, Raj Prabhu. And also Prahlad Prabhu also did not see. But very Mataji, thanks, you came from Canada all the way. Thank you so much. Gauranga. Nityananda,
Nityananda,
Gauranga,
Gauranga,
Nityananda,
Gauranga, Nityananda.
Jai Jai Sri Radhesha. सबको मिले वृंदावन धाम. So Govardhan Girilal ki jai ho. Thank you to everybody. My pranams, Gauri, Shama Gauri Mataji, Priti Mataji, for all of you. Anita, all three capitals are standing in the row.
Prabhuji, I am excluded. I am not included.
For me, you're all gopis standing in front of me. All manjaris. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.